Hey YouTube, PD2 Finger here. I want to talk about The Secret. That's a mini documentary put together by me that was banned from YouTube. So it's on Vimeo. Uh, the Secret is a location that exists that local government lied about and continues to lie about. They cover up the fact that there is a beautiful natural waterfall in our area. And they actually went and built a dam, which has kind of turned into a waterfall. The top part of the dam is gone up. Was made from flagstone. It's actually made by Franklin Delano Roosevelt's team of men that built the forest reserve system. His wife Eleanor was a naturalist. See, and I'm giving away all stuff from The Secret, the movie. It's a long documentary. Talks about how my father died from. Well, I believe that he died from drinking the water that's tainted with radioactive waste coming out of Redgate Woods. And Redgate Woods is a site. There was three main places where they developed the atomic bombs that this nation dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And one of those locations is here. It's University of Illinois Chicago. They had a remote. Uh, yeah, they were doing the science at at the school that's in the city, but they came out here, and they have this Redgate Woods and an Argonne National Laboratory, which is a nuclear reactor. And on that property, there is this huge forest reserve where these weird white deer are running around. People used to speculate that they were drinking water they had used to cool the reactor. Was what the rumor was. That's why these deers had mutated. So we live in this area. There's this beautiful place called Waterfall Glen. It was closed down for many years. They didn't let you in it, and I think that was because it was contaminated. Later on, there was a high rate of cancer deaths in older males, and then they brought in, oh, we're going to have city water. Everyone had well water. Everyone getting city water now. Homeowners, you got to pay $3,000, $5,000, whatever it was to have that put in. And the reason they were putting that in was because they knew that Redgate Woods, where they had just dumped concrete on the entire facility, had somehow cracked open, and whatever was in there had leaked into the water table. And I know that from being in a village board meeting. It was like an emergency meeting that was held in Willow Springs in 1984. Sitting in that gymnasium, and these people called Broken Arrow, who were like a hippie Greenpeace type group of people that were sending these letters out talking about the contamination in the water. And they got up and started to talk, and security guys with they weren't the local police, because I knew all the local cops. It was a small town. You live there for a few years, you get to know everybody. And some guys in suits came and dragged them out, literally kicking and screaming. And of course, my dad died of cancer. So I made this later on in life. I started thinking about how it was weird when we moved there. They had that place shut down. And I had heard rumors that there was a real waterfall. Because not many people know. It's a dam. It was built by FDR. It's man-made. If you look at it, it's flagstone. You can tell that it's man-made if you have half a brain. And that's how I figured out, was looking at it. And I used to talk to people about it all the time. And then a couple of times I ran into some people that really, really knew what they were talking about. Like real outdoorsman type of people. Only a couple of times. And they said, oh, there's another waterfall in there. And it's secret. And I only heard whispers of that a couple of times. Well, it started to really bother me, and I started looking on Google Maps like spending considerable amount of time trying to figure out the mystery of the secret waterfall. And we found it. My wife and I found it on my birthday. So, in this period of time that I'm, now I moved there to this town when I was 8, and now I'm, in my 50s. Recently, within the last 15 years, it might be even more going back. I gotta think. No, it was only in the last 15 years. They capped off all of the wells. They had freshwater wells in the forest reserves, and they capped them all off. They removed them and put caps on them, so you can't go and get water because of this contamination. So, looking at it from an overview, and then like when we found that real waterfall, and then researching it, and seeing supposedly the guy who was the first board of directors for the forest reserve system in this area, his name was Ed Bud Waterfall. They named it after him. No, they named it because there was a water. So I don't even know what that guy's name was. All of that is dealt with in the video called The Secret. And that's why I'm making this, is because I want you to watch it. It sucks. I wish I could have it on YouTube. But if you enjoyed that, there's a series of videos where we go back to this secret location, this waterfall, and I shoot a bunch of video and photographs, and I edit all that together and play some lovely instrumental music by Buckethead. So, yeah. I had some people, oh man, the guitar is so good in this. They thought it was me. I was like, you think I can play that well? It's Buckethead. He's the greatest guitar player of all. Like, I'll take the compliment. But anyway, hand in hand, there's the 2 secret videos, but there's also, which it's long. It's a long documentary. And I'm kind of playing around in the beginning, trying to distract people from, like, watching it. Click off of it because it's goofy. I'm joking around about the cats and stuff, making jokes in it. And that's just because I really don't want a real lot of people finding out the truth, especially locals. If you live out of state, I could care less if you watch the thing, but I don't really want people finding out, because I don't disclose the location of the secret waterfall in the video. I'm going to continue to keep that a secret. I'm not telling anybody. We found out, and then I asked my brother if he had ever been there, and he had. So he must have asked my kids behind my back, and they must have told him. Because I at least wanted them to come to me, and then I could have taken them there. But yeah, that's how that went. So even just by the little bit that I did, already people are finding out about it. Because when we went there, there wasn't a single cigarette butt, beer can, piece of garbage, nothing. There was one piece of styrofoam that came down through the water system. But it's like untouched. It's beautiful in there. There's no litter. And I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? I do want to make a video out of it, because it's so unbelievable that I've been going to this place, and it's like our favorite family outdoor nature place. And it's called Waterfall Glen, and then it's a man-made dam. And it's fake. The government lied and made this, like, come over here, look at this. When the real place is breathtakingly beautiful, and there's so many more species of plant life and weird shit over at that real waterfall. Just the moss that surrounds it and the cliffs, the rock faces, it's just a stunningly beautiful place to go compared to this other man-made thing. So that's what The Secret's all about. I guess I'll put the links in the description down here, because I watched it again today, and I really, really enjoyed watching it. I burst out laughing at a couple of points at some of the stuff that I say in it. Some of the stuff that the computer voice says, I use a computer voice in it. So yeah, I would appreciate it if you're going to comment on this video, that you take some time pencil in some time to watch The Secret before you comment. Because if you do watch it, you will probably check out some of the visit videos, because those are really cool as well. So the only thing that I'm going to ask is that you don't ask for where the location for the secret waterfall is. If you're one of my personal friends, and I trust that you won't tell everybody that you know, maybe, but probably not. If you're one of my friends, or you know me, and you watch this video and you're like, oh yeah, I want to find out where that is and go, I probably won't tell you, because I'm going to think in my mind that you won't have the discretion that I did, that you'll tell everybody that you know, because it's nobody knows about it. Everybody knows about Waterfall Glen. Nobody knows about the real waterfall, because it's very far away. It's not right next to it, or you couldn't find it. There's no way you could find it. So, I'm not going to disclose the location. Enough time has passed, but I'm still keep zipping my lip on it, because I don't want to go there and see Bush cans and Newports on the ground. I'm sorry, but every place that I've ever turned people onto, that's what happened. I don't want to see a skull spray painted on the wall. So I'm not going to do it. And that's not my fault. That's not on me, because I never, when I go somewhere, it's cleaner when I leave. All right, YouTube, thanks for joining me. Definitely make sure to, got this sore and I can't talk. Definitely make sure to check out The Secret. It's on Vimeo. The links are in the description. And I'll include the playlist that's on YouTube that has the visit videos. You could check those out as well. I'll see ya, and thanks.